Special education is the practice of educating students with special needs in a way that addresses their individual differences and needs. Ideally, this process involves the individual planned and systematically monitored arrangements of teaching procedures, adapted equipment and materials, and accessible settings. These interventions are designed to help learners with special needs to achieve a higher level of personal self-sufficiency and success in school and their community than may be available if students were only given access in a typical classroom education. Common special needs includes learning disabilities, communication disabilities, emotional and behavioral disorders, physical disabilities, and developmental disabilities. Students with these kinds of special needs are more likely to benefit from additional educational services such as different approaches to teaching, the use of technology, and a specifically adapted teaching room or a resource room. The Department of Education and Skills provide for the education of children with special education needs through a number of support mechanisms depending on the child's assessed disability. Section 2 of the Educations per Person with Special Education Needs Act 2004 requires that a child with special educational needs shall be educated in an inclusive environment with children who do not have such needs unless the nature or degree of those needs of the child is such that to do so would be inconsistent with the best interests of the child as determined in accordance with any assessment carried out under this Act. The effective provision of education for children with whom the child is to be educated.
देखो इन्हें ये है ओस की बूंदें पत्तों की गोद में आसमां से कूदे अंगड़ाई ले फिर करवट बदल कर
2007. Bali ilang years na, Ma'am Noyes? 7 years. 7 years. 7 years na school dito. Bottleneck kasi yung although they are naka-mainstream sila, they join with the regular class. Pero hindi ba sila pwedeng sumabay doon sa klase. Kaya kami, may araw na andito kami sa SPED Center for tutorial. Parang ako, ang sitwasyon ko doon, parang shadow teacher kasi kami. Sometimes ang ginagawa ko doon, para ako estudyante. Nakikinig muna ako since hindi naman ako maalam pang mag-sign language na gaano kasi 2 years pala ako dito kung 2 years ko pala. Parang nakikinig muna kay teacher. After the explanation of the teacher, then I proceed to my SPED students. Saka ko palang experience sa kanila. Hindi ka tulad na napapanood sa TV na habang nagsasalta ay nag-sign. Cannot be borrowed from. Then, yung dalawa, nag-drop na, plus yung isa, pinaghinto ng nanay. Yung dalawa, nagkakamasawari. Yung isa, pinag-stop na ng magulang.
So, ilan na lang po sila?
15 na lang sila natitira. Sa 15 na yun, one is the visual impairment. Another one is learning disability. And from grade 9, another one is cerebral palsy, CP. So yung 3 doon, iba yung disability nila. The rest, hearing impairment, deaf mute. Kaya more on sign language. Yung grade 9, meron na doon 27 years old. Bibihira sa kanila yung eksakto sa edad. Alam mo yun, kung grade 9, kung ano edad niya. Parang isang estudyante ko ngayon na babae, nasa 18 years old na siya. Kasi di ba kasi nung araw, ngayon na lang kasi nilalabas yung mga special na yan eh. Nung araw kasi parang ayaw silang ilabas ng magulang nila, parang nahiya sila. Pero ngayon, kaya siguro late silang nag-aral. Kaya siguro late na. Kasi grade 9 namin to eh. Yung gumraduate namin isa, ayan oh. Ano na yan, yung maliit na yan? Yung sa 4th year na yan, 22 years old na yan.
Yung babae.
Yung babae. Yung mas maliit pa din na natanggal ko na yung picture, 29 years old.
How many special students do you have?
I have 5 in 9 units.
I played as a shadow teacher. So, andun na kami sa likod. Sa likod, nasa classroom lang. Nasa likod kami ng classroom. I am listening to the teacher. Sabi ko nga, as I have told you before, na hindi ko kayang sumabay. So, parang student ako na nakikinig niya sa kanila. After ng discussion with the teacher, doon ko siya explain sa kanila. Ganong kaikli, kaya nga meron kaming tutorial day dito eh. Follow up, kumbaga, follow up.
In my case, since the students cannot speak, I give them, I just give them written exercises such as quizzes, kasama test, and the other assessment tools that can help me assess or identify their least and most learned, especially in the lessons that we are tackling every day. In K-12, since we have this what we call differentiated learning or this differentiated instruction, I do not allow them to be with themselves together, just alone. Okay, I allow them to explore or have do the activities together with the other groups. Okay, I group them also with the other students so that they can also explore themselves in doing the task. Of course, also through the help of the other students who know how to do the sign language.
Ang model ninyo, gagawa ko na yung equipment. Saka nakakagawa ng magaling ka magawa ng equipment. Hindi ka matayo.
Siguro hindi siya student sa akin. Especially teaching Filipino values and yung mga Tagalog nila. AP. Wala silang alam sa Tagalog. Wala silang alam sa Tagalog. English ang alam nila. Mga Inglesero sila, pero tinan yung English nila. English. Kasi yung sign language nila is natuto sila in English sign language. When it comes to edukasyon pagpapakatao, Filipino, araling panlipunan, hirap ako kasi I will translate it in English. before they will understand the lesson. To make them understand the lesson, I will translate it in English. They do not know how to read Tagalog. They don't understand Tagalog. They can read Tagalog.
Basically, since their case is they are deaf and mute, the hardest thing there is the thorough acquisition of learning the language because they cannot hear me. Especially this time we are learning the diphthong. Okay, how can they learn that? Okay, so that's the basic thing that they cannot do. But through the teacher that is helping me, Ma'am Ira, the SPED teacher, she's also assisting me in teaching the students. So the most or the biggest problem there is the thorough acquisition of learning the English language.
Yes.
As I have just said earlier, it is not. But of course, they are learning. Based on my observation, since now they are already in their 9th level, I can see that they are more used to speaking or using the English language, especially in doing the written activities. They can easily understand rather than in using the Tagalog. If you will have the chance to observe Raymond and Alvin.
So they are more good in English.
They're good at English compared to, but of course not that good. But they understand things easier when you are going to teach them or instruct them or explain it to them in English. Language proficiency. Yes. Talking about language proficiency, I can say that they are already in the beginning and developing, approaching proficiency. Okay, but not all of them. I have 5 that I can assess that the three of them are already in the approaching proficiency stage. The other one, since he also has this what we call not only mute, but he is also physically different. They're like differently able. We call them differently able. I can say he is in his developing stage. So I have, but none, of course, in the beginning, because most of them could already understand the lesson, especially if they are given instruction in English rather than Tagalog. Very obvious that regular students can hear, regular students can speak, which these SPED students cannot do. So this is just basically the difference between them. But the learning itself is just the same. The only different about it is the approach and how you are going to teach them.
case ko wala, kay ma'am meron. Kasi yung kanya kasi is parang learning, yung case niya kasi is 18 years old, 20 years old, pero ang level lang ng kanyang ano ay nasa 3 years old na. Pag ayaw niya. Sa akin wala naman nagka-tantrums pa.
This is the second grade. I am already running on the second grade. I have not yet encountered so far.
Listening, speaking, listening, writing. Writing. Yung isa, yung macro, hindi na nasisunod.
Generally, we cannot say that because students have,
Because of their condition.
because of their condition. But you know what? There is just an example, scenario. I gave them an output. Very surprising that the SPED students were able to produce better output than the regular students. So we cannot say that you are regular, you are better, you are SPED, you are not good. So it differs, especially in every activity that we submit. Surprisingly, just 3 activities already that they have already surpassed my expectations.
So that means, ma'am, that you are really an effective and efficient teacher to them. So, ma'am, thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much for that compliment.
Yes, ma'am.
देखो इन्हें ये है ओस की बूंदें, पत्तों की गोद में आसमां से कूदे, अंगड़ाई ले फिर करवट बदल कर, नाजुक से मोती हंस दे फिसल कर, खो न जाए ये तारे ज़मीं पर। ये तो है सर्दी में धूप की किरणें, उतरे जो आंगन को सुनहरा सा करने, मन के अंधेरों को रोशन सा कर दे, ठिठुरती हथेली की रंगत बदल दे, खो न जाए ये तारे ज़मीं पर। जैसे आँखों की डिबिया में निंदिया, और निंदिया में मीठा सा सपना, और सपने में मिल जाए फरिश्ता सा कोई। जैसे रंगों भरी पिचकारी, जैसे तितलियां फूलों की क्यारी, जैसे बिना मतलब का प्यारा रिश्ता हो कोई। ये तो आशा की लहर है, ये तो उम्मीद की सहर है, खुशियों की लहर है, खो न जाए ये तारे ज़मीन पर। देखो रातों के सीने पे ये तो झिलमिल किसी लौ से उगे हैं, ये तो अंबिया की खुशबू है बागों से बह चले। जैसे कांच में चूड़ी के टुकड़े, जैसे खिले खिले फूलों के मुखड़े, जैसे बंसी कोई बजाए पेड़ों के तले। ये तो झोंके पवन के है, ये घुंघरू जीवन के, ये तो सुर है चमन के, खो न जाए तारे ज़मीन पर। मोहल्ले की रौनक गलियां है जैसे, खिलने की जिद पर कलियां है जैसे, मुट्ठी में मौसम की जैसे हवाएं, ये है बुजुर्गों के दिल की दुआएं, खो न जाए ये तारे ज़मीन पर।
कभी बातें जैसे दादी नानी, कभी चल के जैसे मम्मम पानी, कभी बन जाए